Have you ever realized that sometimes it's easier not to know? When you see conflict in the world in places like Yemen and Ukraine, it's easier not to know, because when we see the state of the world, it is overwhelming. Now, we come to a moment where Jesus is in the garden. He's struggling, and verse 34 of Mark 14 says, "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death." Stay here and keep watch. Jesus in that moment has come to recognize that the world is so broken it no longer has a space for God. The very people he's created, the very people he loves, have rejected him and will reject him even further. They're not just rejecting him, but they're rejecting his way. And he can see the consequences of that, how the world will spiral out of control, and brother will hate brother, and people will put themselves before anything else. And it overwhelms him with sorrow. Sorrow for the world that it has become. The world he created was never meant to be this. I think even today Jesus is overwhelmed with sorrow. And so the word there is to stay here and keep watch. We are the watchmen on the walls. As we watch, we need to look into our world, we need to see the brokenness, and we need to call out and stand in the gap and say, Jesus, there's brokenness over here. I want to pray that it becomes whole again. Watchmen are there to alert the King. And it's not that God doesn't know, but when we see and open our eyes to what is happening in the world, and particularly what is happening in the church, we should be overwhelmed with sorrow. We should come to the place where we say, it is time to stop making it about everything else and start making it about preaching the kingdom of God and his righteousness and building his church again, so that the church can be fit and effective in reaching this world for the gospel. That it can become an oasis in the community where people can come and be refreshed by Jesus. Take some time to think on the world. Be overwhelmed. But then let us bring it to Jesus. God bless. Have a great day.